Hey everyone, our Friday Extra for this week is going to be some stretches we can do before bedtime. We do have another video that we did some warm up as you're getting out of bed stretches. So this is your end of the day stretch. I have this nice bench at the foot of the bed here that I'm going to do these stretches on, but they can just as easily be done foot of the bed, side of the bed, wherever it's comfortable for you. As you could even do them before you're getting ready for your nighttime routine or just as you sit down and are ready to get into bed. The first thing I'm going to start with is just gently bringing, this is my right knee, up to my chest as high as is comfortable. I'm just going to hold for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to make sure you're always sitting up tall. I'm now going to take my left hand, I'm going to gently lift under my ankle, bringing that up to my left leg. Now, if it's hard for you to rest this leg on your knee, go ahead and leave your hand there. That'll help to hold some of that pressure off. Otherwise, you can let go. Take both hands gently on that right knee, and we're just going to slightly press down to try to stretch out that hip. So we're holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. Remember, only to a point of stretch. This should not be painful. It's just, again, to really stretch that hip out before we go lay down to sleep. Pressing again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to release, and I'm going to reverse now, lifting that ankle off my leg, both hands back on my right knee, lifting that knee up to my chest as high as is comfortable for you, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slowly get that foot back down to the ground. We're going to repeat that on the left leg. So again, I'm lifting my knee up to my chest, stretch, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ankle over to the knee of that other leg, holding on and just pressing with one hand if that's most comfortable for you. Slight pressure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Another way instead of the count is to incorporate that deep breathing. So I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to press down, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. As you release that knee up, reverse that, bringing your both hands back to your left knee and reaching your knee up to your chest. Really think of sitting as tall as you possibly can. That really helps this stretch. And back down to the ground. All right, we're going to move over to a stretch. I'm going to turn slightly just for a better angle for our back. I'm going to take both of my arms up over my head. If that's not comfortable for you, instead you can bring both hands just across your chest. So that position, depending on how your shoulders feel, I'm going to go back up over my head, and I'm going to take in a deep breath. And as I let that breath out, I'm going to slowly lean back. I'm going to hold here, breathing in, and hold that stretch. As I breathe out, I'm going to lean back forward. Repeating that. I'm going to breathe in, slowly leaning back only to a position that feels good for you. Breathing out. And now taking in another deep breath. Hold that stretch, sit as tall as you possibly can, and leaning forward as you breathe out. Now, you can repeat that 3, 4 times, whatever feels right for you. 2 times might be just about right for you as well. Now I'm going to do another stretch for the back. I'm going to start by putting my right hand on my left leg. I'm going to take my left hand and put it up on my left hip, and then I'm going to slowly turn, looking to the back. And I'm going to hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come back center. I'm just going to reverse that. Left hand on my right leg, right hand up on my hip, and then slowly turning. Remember, only as far as is comfortable for you. Sit up real tall. As you do that stretch, you'll feel a little bit of stretch in your neck as well. Coming back forward. We're going to repeat that on each side. I'm going to go back to my left side, stretching, hold, back forward, and then I'm going to stretch to the other side. For many of you, the end of the day is when you might be doing, some people do a gratitude journal, or you might have another routine that you do with prayer or meditation. That can also be done along with these stretches. A nice way to incorporate both our body and our mind being used at the same time. The last stretch I'm going to show you is we're going to stretch the back of that neck. Gets a lot of use during the day, doesn't it? And across the back of our shoulders. So we're simply going to roll those shoulders forward and then tuck your chin down to your chest. Really bringing those shoulders forward. You can feel a stretch along your back through your shoulder blades. And again, it's just as to a position that's comfortable for you, holding, and then sitting back up tall again. And let's do that one more time. Again, you can repeat as many times any of these as you want. So I'm going to roll those shoulders forward, drop my chin. And again, you can just keep doing nice deep breathing in through the nose and out through your mouth. I'm going to take a good deep breath in, and I'm going to sit up nice and tall as I breathe out. So there are some easy stretches that you might try incorporating into your nighttime routine to give your body that chance to really stretch out those muscles that you've been using during the day. The deep breathing, as well as these stretches, are a natural way for our body to start that slow down process before we lie down into bed. Hope you've enjoyed these stretches. Thanks for joining me.